Hello, Fluffy. Hello, Anna. Hello, Hope. How are you guys? Ah, yes, you're finally able to catch up. Like, yeah, I know. I always read your comments, and I don't know why. Maybe there's a specific word that you mentioned that sometimes I have to look for the messages that are not approved yet, and your responses are always in there. So I have to approve them in order to make them appear on the comment section. I don't know why. Maybe there's a keyword or something that is on the message that it sends it to the, because then I review it and I'm like, yeah, the comment is so valid. Like I want it to be on the comment section. No, Anas. No, not you, Hope. Yeah, I believe it's a specific word. Maybe I have it blocked. Maybe I have that specific word blocked, and that's why it sends some of your comments. Like I always find them when I go to review the ones that need approval, that hasn't been posted yet. But you're not the only one. There's others as well that every now and then I remember that I have to look in that site that it says messages waiting to be approved or something like that. That says, and I have to go and look who is in there and what kind of message it is. And they're not offensive, but maybe they have a keyword or something, and I don't know, the YouTube censors them. Very well, and you guys, how are you? How are you? This is the I'm going to this is the last day you're going to see me with the long hair, because I decided to cut it. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the hairdresser to cut it. I actually want it short, not so short, because I have wavy hair, so I want to have my hair like this, but probably it's going to be over the shoulders because I cannot take it, guys. I have been having my scalp very itchy, have been having allergies. I have no patience like brushing my hair, or it's not about brushing it, but I have to dry it and iron it, and I have a lot of hair. So you see this part, but over here I have more. I have more hair in this part. So it's not pretty. It takes a lot of work, and I don't have much strength on my arms. So I cannot, it makes my joints and not my joints, but my wrist and my arms, it hurts when I try to press for a very long time. Then I try to put pressure. I don't know how hairdressers, they do it, like 3 hours standing, that they struggle to dry my hair. The strength that they put into it, the consistency, I admire them all. I don't have that patience. It's like, yeah, it looks pretty when they do it. When I do it, it's not, it actually takes, like, what I think that it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable is that sometimes I dry my hair, but hey, Jedam, I feel like in the scalp it's still wet, like there's still humidity, and I hate it. And I spent a lot of minutes like going with the dryer, but it doesn't reach like that. So, and I don't like, especially now that we are in very cold days. I don't like to feel like my hair is not entirely dry. And also, I don't like to use many like hot tools on my hair because then I get dry ends. It gets very like poof. It gets weird, so I don't like it. I try to wear it as natural, and if I have it short, I will be able to manipulate it better. So yes, this is why, and also a change. I love to change hairstyles. I love it. I know people that they love long hair. They love me with my long hair. They're like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. Oh, don't cut it, please. My hairdresser is the one that is totally against this. But for me, it's healing and therapeutic. And it's like one less worry to have my hair short. I don't care if people are like, oh, I like it better when you have it long. I don't care. I'm going to cut it anyways. Yeah, it's tough, Anna. It's tough. No one knows it. Like the amount of effort that we put on the hair, and it's so heavy. It's so heavy. It's that I believe that also energetically it makes me feel heavy. Like even though it's nice when it's looking good, and when you go to the hairdresser and they take care of it, it looks amazing. Yeah, when they do it because they are professionals. But now with our economy, we don't have the same privilege to be able to go to the hairdresser like once a month or twice a month. My hair requires a lot of treatment, and also I have a lot of gray hair. Guys, I have a lot of gray hair. Usually it goes in this area, and also to color it, it's very expensive as well. And I'm starting to notice that like it doesn't even reach like 26 days that the gray hair starts growing again. So I feel like I will have to find a way. Like I'm not ready to let my gray hairs grow. I'm not ready. I'm still not ready. But since I'm a Capricorn, I try to I want it to look pretty, but at the same time I want it to be sustainable. Like I think I so admire my hairdresser's work. I know she's good at it. Every penny that I deposit is very well spent. But, we have other expenses here. So, our money is not doing very well. The economy is not doing very well. We people are not doing very well. So, if we can sort of try to negotiate certain luxuries that we give ourselves over here, I think it's the best. Because I remember a few months ago, I didn't have an issue. I would have it saved. I would be like, okay, for my hair, that it takes a lot of different treatments, I have it saved. But now I'm having much more difficulty doing that. So I'm like, okay, I have to make a decision. Maybe I will have to color it at home. And I don't know how I'm going to do it because like I mentioned, I have a lot of hair. So yeah, I will be great at trying to color this. But this part, I don't know. I will probably ask my dad to do it for me. Oh, I can barely ever have my hair down. I try to have it because my hair, I don't know, I think that is probably part of a complex. I used to go to a Catholic or religious school when I was very young. So we would always have to wear very tight, you had to always wear a bun, and I would always have a lot of hair. So I wasn't allowed to wear it down. I would always have to have it in a very tight bun, and it would hurt my scalp, and also it was very heavy. And then when I grew up, I decided I would never tie it again. Like, I wanted to be free. I wanted to be, even if people are like, oh my God, you do have a lot of hair. Yeah, I do. This is it. Yeah, it's my hair. I have it. Thank God. I'm not bald. I have it. But I think that when I start to, maybe during summer, I tied it because the heat is unbearable. But during winter, I'm like, okay, I can have it down. My grays stay always. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I noticed, Anna. Like, it doesn't matter what product, like they say, like, oh, this brand is so good for gray hairs. I'm like, you know, they start appearing anyways. So I don't know. They are stubborn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I have so much hair. Yeah, I understand. Yes. It's so tough. It's so tough. My grays are showing now, but I have long accepted it. Hair color is expensive, and it makes my hair really dry. I don't think hair straightening and coloring go either. Yeah, you know, I was telling actually my hairdresser, because she was like, okay, you are going to cut your hair, are you going to color it too? And I was like, you know, I'm going to wait for a bit. I'm not going to color it yet, because you know, I had also these allergies that I started to get itchy in my scalp, you know, and I would notice that I would have a bit of like a bump or something like that, you know, very, very sensitive. I have a special shampoo that my dermatologist, she gave me in the case I have these rashes or these allergies, but she told me that it may has to do with the kind of product that she uses to color it. And I remember I told her that when that happened, and she was like, no, but I use this, that this is very good, look, I will show you. And then she found a brand that was more like natural or ecological, eco-friendly, and she dyed my hair with that one, but I actually had to pay extra for her to get that. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to find another way. And gray hair can look beautiful. It's more what we associate with what makes people reluctant to show gray hair, but objectively, it's a lovely color too. Yes. Although I haven't worn any recently, I used to have fun with different styles of wigs, short, wavy, purple. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, I always wanted to have color in my hair, always. Like, I used to see people wearing, like, I don't know, like purple hair, and I was like, oh, I want that too. But yeah, my hairdresser was like, nah. Like, I used to have very black hair, guys. Now is a bit, we sort of like took it a bit to the brownish. She actually like was able to decolorate it, and we took it to the brown so we can hide better the grays. But my natural hair, it's like the color that I will always have is black. So I was so sorry to have to let go of the black, because I used to love my hair, the color of my hair. Like, I used to love black. But she was like, you're going to have issues with your gray hair because it's going to show more. Yeah, it's so cool. Okay, guys, I want to tell you who I have on my list, because I have a Zoom meeting like in an hour and a half. So I'm going to try to make the most of the time that we have here. I don't have much readings, but just in case. I'm sorry, I'm going to make some tea. So in my list, I have a question that is about AI idols. AI idols and their impact on the future of K-pop, or on the future of the career of the future idols. So yeah, let's see what the tarot has to say about that. Then I have to do a reading for KARD. This is going to be my first time reading for this group, for KARD, that I'm excited because I never read for them. So if you are a fan, please let me know if you know something about them. Maybe you can give me a feedback, because I don't know much about them, but I like them. I like their music. Then to continue with Gemini idols, I'm going to read for Hyuna, Hyeri, the actress, Hoshi of 17, NCT 127 Tail, and Yoona, Girls' Generation Yoona. Hey, Senfu. Yes, it's my first time. I'm excited, actually, because I like them. I don't know much, but I like them. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the new names, guys. Like, I'm adding, as you give me new names, I'm adding them to the future readings, but I'm loving it because I know we also maybe don't know much about them, but if we can go and introduce some people, maybe we can learn something different from them. And also, if they never had like a tarot reading from someone, maybe they will find my video, and if they like the reading, maybe they are like, okay, like I feel a bit hopeful about my future now. Anything that can help them. Yes, there are many. There are so many groups barely mentioned. Yeah, it's just that tarot readers usually they take the most populars, or the people that they mention the most, and it's like that name, that name, that name. I do that too. I mean, I started my channel. My channel is standing still because I sort of keep. Like stability, usually we know now we are in Gemini season. I read for the Gemini idols. Then on Cancer season, I'm going to read for the Cancer idols. This is something that I created for my channel, so it also gives a space between individual readings, and so people also learn to wait. Of course, that I can read every once in a while. If we have, for example, if you ask me about an Aquarius idol, it's like, okay, I'm not going to have you wait until January to get the reading for them, but there has to be a specific question of why you want a reading for them now, if I usually do them for their birthday. And it takes up the whole year. So, but yeah, this is something that I usually, I know there's a lot of BTS ARMY that they want readings for their idols, but me, that I love BTS and also respect for their energies and other idols that are serving in the military, I decided not to read for them. I will wait until they come back, or if something happens. But also because for me it's a way to not get on the train, on the famous trend of like, oh, I'm going to read for a BTS member and I'm going to get all the views. You know, this is something that I don't like. I don't like to do that. Like, I'm also a fan. I am an NCT fan. I'm an 18, I'm a Jovi, but I always try to stay away from my fan, or me as a fan, or my desires as a fan, and focus as a tarot reader, to be objective. Because in here I am a tarot reader. I'm not reading as a fan, and I think that it's so low when people use BTS or mention BTS to get views or to get relevance. Like, leave the guys alone. Leave the guys alone. They are serving their country. They are doing their best. Leave their names alone. Like, you know, that's something that I'm like, with all this that happened with Hybe and Adore and the other woman, like bringing BTS, like I'm like, don't you see, guys, that it's all a manipulation? Don't you see? The guys are in another stage in their lives. They are serving their country. They have their own responsibilities, their own worries. Like, why do they keep bringing their identities, you know, to a drama that is not theirs? And it doesn't matter if others bring them up. They do it for clout. So why do you engage with that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, no, thank you. No, 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 no. No, no. Just let them be. Let them be, please. Just, that's enough. Using their name for, you know, no, no. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to begin with this question about AI idols, AI generated idols, and their impact on the future of K-pop. How they're going to impact the future of K-pop, these AI generated idols. Wow. Oh, wow, very positive cards. Okay, let's start with the Magician, the Empress, Temperance in the middle, Three of Wands, Nine of Cups. And from the other deck, they got the card of the Ten of Pentacles, wealth. So what more can I say, guys? What they're going to bring is wealth. They probably are going to duplicate or triplicate sales. I see a lot of money here. I see a lot of jobs being generated because of them. There's a lot of future in here. I think that also with the Temperance in the middle, I think that also they would bring a lot of healing. Maybe people would stop the fan wars, or people would stop the silly arguments of like, oh, my idol is doing this, or my favorite group got into this scandal, or did this, or I believe that they have this flaw. And, you know, I think that they come here to bring a lot of wealth, a lot of money. People are going to pay a lot for them. Because I believe that, because I see the magician and the empress, and there's something about these AI idols being sold separately. Like maybe a real person's group and one AI. It's not like it's going to be a whole group of AIs. No, because I feel like they will be like the star of the show. Like they will take a singular place. But I think that what they would bring is that they would bring this sort of balance. Like once they are in these groups, it sort of would take away the pressure of the real idols to have to sort of like be this perfection or be this flawless or being this, because people would sort of put their fantasies or their deluluness, they would put it on this AI idol more than, and they would let the other real idols be. It's like there's something very prosperous about it. There's something very positive, I would say, about it. Free of Wands, it's already on the move, this. I know we were talking about it, that there's already an idol that is AI generated. I don't know much, but yeah, definitely, because it's already, with the Free of Wands, it's like it started already. So it's not like, oh, it's like a distant dream, and maybe in the future we will see. No, they are already here. And they are going to come up perfectly. Like the way they are going to also fulfill a lot of emotional needs that maybe some young fans have, that they feel like, okay, I cannot trust idols anymore. There's something about the audience also finding a benefit of this, because I feel like the audience is not very satisfied with the idols. It seems like they don't trust the idols anymore, emotionally, or what they would expect. You know that in here, when we are talking about this, is of course there's a parasocial relationship, and the fans have these expectations. Even the ones that tell you that they don't, they have these emotional needs that they think or they aspire that idol or that bias to fulfill. And I think that there's a bit of this, there has been a lot of dissatisfaction with certain artists. You know, people being like, I'm not attracted to K-pop anymore because, you know, I don't like what this person did. There's a lot of scandals. They do this. I don't like it when they do this. Ever since I saw a picture of them doing this, I don't trust them anymore. So I think that this AI idol would come to make it right, to sort of like be like, okay, you can trust me, put all your fantasies on me. And also I think that it's going to be very personalized. This is why people would see it like, I don't know, I see the Temperance, and I'm like, they would see that AI generated idol like an angel. They would see them like an angel. It's like that this thing cannot do wrong. It's not just that it's beautiful, it's an angel. I think AI avatars may become popular for humans. AI especially play members already have so many fans and winning awards and views and selling millions of albums. They will keep winning. They got the card and the keyboard is wealth. They're going to be very rich. It's like the perfect recipe. It's like with them you cannot disappoint anyone. Yeah, I don't like that they want these idols to be perfect. Yeah, me neither, but I think that maybe the young audience, because they are more attached to technology and being online, maybe them as future potential clients, they will live life like this, you know, with AI interactions. I can sort of see it. So for them, it's like, yeah, give me two free, because there's there's a disconnection with human. We already feel it as humans. We feel like people no longer look at each other in the eyes. We're always on our phones, you know. So it sort of does make sense that people want, like, you know, just like when the scenes started, you know, when we started the game, the scenes, that it was a PC game, a computer game. I remember I used to play it, that you sort of generate your own character. And in this, it's like this. It's like, if you want this to fulfill your emotional needs, you have it. You pay for it and you have it. I can see a lot of money. They are going to earn a lot. Okay, but how is this going to impact on the real idols, on the real idols? I don't know why I got all the cards in reverse, because I got the... Yeah, on the real idols, I think that it's going to slow down their activities. And this is going to be a conflict. Yeah. They got the Seven of Pentacles twice. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, and again, Seven of Pentacles, and here the keyword is failure. So yeah, I think that, and this is not going to be like this is not going to affect the groups that are already made. This is more about the groups, the new groups coming. The new groups that are going to be introduced to the industry. I think that they will have to keep working hard to sort of train and show that they are this hardworking and that they really want to be part of this. But the Five of Swords is like there's going to be a lot of discussions, because they will be asked to have patience. They will be like put on hold. They will be like, okay, but I keep practicing, but we never like present ourselves. Like, where is our activities? Where is our work? Like, you know, I have been training a lot, and like, I think it's going to affect, I think it also is going to affect the desire or the passion of the person to want to become an idol. I think that probably there's going to slow down and sort of being like, you know, maybe being an idol is not the best option for me. Because they will be put on hold. They will be sort of like, be like, okay, wait, we will give you something to work on in a few months. And they will be waiting and waiting and keep practicing and practicing and practicing, and it never comes. So it's like, even if they are patient and they wait for their turn to debut, it probably will be a failure. Or it will have certain flaws that people will be like, you know, I go back to the AI because, you know, I didn't like your comeback, or I didn't like your debut. I think that people will be very critical of idols. I think that people are already very critical of idols. They see that idols lack passion in comparison to to the other generations. Because it's like, yeah, I see you. You have been a trainee for so many months. Yeah, you are working. Yeah, you're rehearsing. We see it. Like, yeah, but the outcome is not what we want. Feeling like they are not that passionate, like maybe other generations were. Yeah, I see AI idols as low overhead for agencies too. I did hear an AI idol was ill and missed a schedule. And also one AI idol who left the group. Can't remember one. I'm researching this now and it's so interesting. There's a group that is human based, but their avatars, AI generated, are the faces of the group. Oh. Flaming charisma versus programmed passion. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, I think that it will affect the idol. Like it will put the future trainees or future people that want to become an idol. They will put them on a very uncomfortable situation of feeling like they are never enough, like they are never good enough. They're going to have to sort of like wait or beg for an opportunity that probably, even if it comes, probably the companies also don't want to like put the money in there because they're like, no, with the AI we're doing so much more. Interesting topic. Definitely, I also want to keep this. I'm going to also research this phenomenon. I want to know what's there about. It's so interesting. Okay, I'm going to continue with KARD. I'm going to book readings for KARD, the group, for 2024. I hate it when this card comes up, but it comes up often when I read for idols. We start for KARD, we start with the Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and Page of Cups. And from the other deck, they got the card of Oppression, Ten of Wands, sorry. So usually the idols do get this card, the Ten of Wands, that it says Oppression. Starting with this Queen of Wands, I know this group is two girls and two men, two girls and two guys. Definitely, I think that there's a disbalance in here, even though like there's no conflict. There's no conflict, but there's sort of an ambivalence of like I can see like maybe the girls in the group, they don't get much opportunities, like individual opportunities, even though they probably are creators themselves, or they write or they create and they do a lot for the group. I think that sort of they do get like, I don't see money like being lacking, but there's something about like the image of the guys of the group is a bit much more appreciated. Like I see these two kings together and the Page of Cups, so definitely they are going to release something. Like maybe one member of this group or the two guys in the group, they're going to do something together, like a unit, if they haven't. But I think that there's something about a woman. I mean, she's not. I mean, I think that this woman also, if she's like working backstage, if she's creating, or if she has another business, she's also not looking at what they're doing. So it's not like she cares. You know, there's no competition in here. There's no like, with the lovers, there's this sort of ambiguity, this duality of like, yeah, there are moments when I get an opportunity and there's moments when they get opportunities, but I sense that the men are more successful. Like sort of the doors open for them, for two of them. Or maybe one of them has more influential friends and it's like he takes the whole spotlight. And it's probably wealthy, or comes from a place, or he surrounds himself with wealthy people, and it doesn't have anything to do with the group. I sort of see a division, like I don't see the group dynamic. I only see that probably each member are focused on their own things. The girls are focused on their own things on their side, and the guys are working on something else, probably with their image. I get the word podcast. Like I see this King of Swords and the first thing that I got is podcast. But yeah, or being an MC or something like this. But it's like this person or these two guys are very loved. They are very loved. They are welcome anywhere. Like the doors are open. But the woman is like, you know, if we have activities as a group, I will show up and do my work. But then I want to focus on me. Probably she's, I would say something like about her being a mother, but I don't think these girls, I don't know, maybe one of them is a mother or is thinking about having their own family. But there's something about them not being so, like probably the girls are not that interested in being part of the industry. Like appearing, you know, being like, oh yes, I will be in this show and showing my face over here. It's like, no, I just call me when we have a comeback, and I will be there. Like she definitely knows that. I feel like it's someone that puts boundaries. So I wonder, and also the Queen of Cups, I think that probably she went through something. So there's one of the members that maybe emotionally she was affected somehow by fame or, I don't know, beauty standards or something like that, that now she regulates everything that has to do with being part of the group. It's like, okay, I have to work, I have to show up, I will do it, I will be professional, but I will just give what is being asked of me. Nothing more, nothing less. Sort of like I want to keep my life and my career sort of separated and in balance. Yeah, I think that the group is I don't see activity for the group. Why? Because I have the 10 of Wands, so it says oppression. So definitely. Probably they feel oppressed in the group. Like they create, they show up, they keep functioning. Like there's no ending here, so they would keep working with the group. But probably in some aspects, they feel oppressed. Or even if they do a lot of individual activities, they still feel oppressed. So I think that for them it's a tough experience being in this industry, as a group and maybe individually. Because the guys definitely are trying their best. They are trying their best to It's like, do you have this offer for me? Do you want me to show up to this event? I will do it. I will do it. I will show up. Probably if I'm friends of someone, I will go and I will visit them. Like, I'm open. I'm open to opportunities. But they do well. I mean, they do well. It's just that it's not that they do well, but probably they have long hiatus. So and probably it's very hard because I feel like someone is missing here. I know there are 4, but I don't know why I don't feel the other female. There's a woman missing here. I don't feel her. So I'm like, okay, I see 2 guys on this corner. I see a woman on this corner. Where is the other one? Like, so I feel like they're like, yeah, we will talk when we have to work together. But if I like, like, it's going to be sporadically. Yeah, but they do get along very well. They are very optimistic. This is why I think that they will have a comeback. They will, I try to clarify, and they got the 3 of Cups. So I see that they will try to join their forces and be like, okay, let's do this one more time. But I think that they don't, when it comes to stability or maybe winning something, they are like, yeah, we actually are here just to have fun because we don't. They rely a lot on connections, I would say. Whatever they want to get, they are like, okay, I will go on my own. Yeah, a lot of Cups. They are creators. Like, do they create their own music? Because I can sort of see it. This is why I feel like one of the girls is like in charge of some creation, because I don't see her. I don't see her, but I know that she is there. But she's also like putting her energy elsewhere. That is not the spotlight. The ones that won the spotlight and they are very good at probably promoting themselves is the men. Because probably they know very influential people or famous idols or famous brands. So they're very stable. People know who they are individually. They may not listen to their music very much, but they know who they are as individuals. And they like it. It's like probably they are friends with other people, with other idols their age, and they're like, oh, this is so cool. But for the women, it's like, I want to go home. I don't want to hang out with famous people. Yeah, I think that they will create something. The Ace of Cups is in there. So yeah, when they have to join forces, they do it. And they do it very fast. It's like, call me and I'll be there. Okay, I'm going to continue with the Gemini idols, and this time it's going to be for Hyuna. So yeah, let's see for Hyuna. She's very stubborn. If people want to drag her, like, I mean, you can have your opinions of being like, oh, I don't like what she's doing, but she's going to remain working. I can see it here. I can see it here. But for Hyuna, we start with a judgment. So definitely we know that she's been judged. The Fool, the Lovers, Six of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. Did she release a comeback or something like that? And from the other deck, we have the card of Mother of Air, that it would be like a Queen of Swords. So definitely, like, even though she can have haters and a lot of people trying to cancel her, she's still going to work. She's like, or probably she's still going to keep talking or presenting themselves, and people will be like, oh. People will be like, you know, so even like staring at her funny, you know, just being very unpleasant, like with not saying much to her face, but looking at her with a very suspicious and judging look. But I think that she doesn't care. Honestly, like and I said this when I read for the two of them, when I did the reading for her new boyfriend. I don't know what she, I don't know what she puts in her drink, but she's totally far away, guys. She's not in the same planet that we are in. She is somewhere else. She is somewhere else. It's like, like I see the Fool and I can see it. Like she's like on the edge. She's on the edge and she's feeling good. She knows she's been judged, but she's feeling good. She's like, this is a new me, this is a new chapter, this is me, I don't know, feeling free. And I think that this is the attitude that she's going to have, even though the judgment is very, very close to her. It's going to follow her this year still. But she doesn't care. She's turning their back to the reality. So I think that in her mind, she's very much convinced of something that we don't know about, but she is convinced. We have the Lovers, so yeah, this is a very Gemini card actually, the Lovers. Probably this year she's very much also focused on her love life, you know, and also like, you know, just being, for me the Lovers is also, like I mentioned before, it's like we are in Gemini season. It's about this duality. It's like I can be this and I can be that, and I can be in the middle. And it's like, if I'm not ready to make a decision, I'm not going to make the decision. I think that she's playing with them, with the different sides of life. She feels free. She feels and also I think that she's trying to avoid to put a label to this that she's doing. You know, the Lovers is like, I do everything for love, and like, I have not, you know when someone says like, no comments, something like that. Also with the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, she's going to keep working. Probably she's like, okay, yeah, probably the numbers are not doing very well, but she's going to keep working and releasing music, and maybe you're going to see much more of her music. She's still going to perfection herself and going to come back over and over and over again. So be prepared to see her because she's going to keep working. Yeah, and the Queen of Air, I think that she believes that she holds the truth. You know, the Queen of Air of the the mother of earth is someone that she went through a lot. She probably heard a lot of things. She listened to a lot of people. She also like studied a lot. Like she went through a lot in life, or probably in the business more than in life. And probably she's like very knowledgeable. And that knowledge that she possesses, she carries this as an authority. So accordingly to her, you're going to see her in this energy and in this attitude of like, I'm selective about what I hear. If you have something nice to say to me, I will take it. And if I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to ignore it. So this is the energy that she's in. This is why, like I said, like it's not to judge or to be like, oh, this is wrong or right. This is her posture. This is how she's living this, and she's going to live this 2024, being a Queen of Swords. Probably she could say something very cutting and controversial. I can sort of see it. Maybe she could make a statement, or if someone asks her something, she could say something very cold and something a bit like mean, but this is who she is. She is in her cold queen behavior. So yeah, guys, like this is it. This is how she feels. This is how she's going to transit the spotlight, you know, probably acting like, you know, like she got the fool. So there's something about her like, oh yeah, I'm not looking, I'm not seeing, na 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 na. Ice Queen era. What's the stone in the ring you're wearing? It's actually the other day it fell and it's cracking. It's cracked in here. It fell and it cracked. It's like a crystal quartz, and this is like a tiny bit of tourmaline, black tourmaline. It's like a combination of both. It's like tiny parts of black tourmaline. These are the stripes that I have in here, and the rest is just clear quartz. And in here it looks funny because that's the part that it fell. So I believe this is going to be like the other ring. Remember I had an obsidian ring that it fell during a live stream, that it sort of fell apart. I believe this is going to have the same luck, because for now, like I see that it's crushed in here, but it's not moving because the ring is very solid. But at some point, if it cracks a bit more, maybe it can break. Like the stone can sort of like break and fall. I hope not. But anyways, when you work with crystals, it's very normal, these things. So I remember the obsidian ring that I had, that I used to use on the live streams. I remember the first day that I bought it, like I got it like delivered to my house. I remember I was on my way to put it on a plate that I have of different crystals. I was going to place it in there, so I would sort of let it like clean itself with the energy of the other crystals, and it just fell off my hand, and it landed like this. It landed like this on the floor, and I saw that it had like a crack, like something broke, but it wasn't like, you know, it was still functioning. So I would wear it like that. And then eventually, as I don't know if you recall, I don't remember which live stream it was, but it was very funny how it sort of broke in pieces. It was like I was wearing it, and all of a sudden it started to fall. And those things also are a message, You know, when a crystal breaks or when it sort of evaporates or you disappear, it's like wear it until you cannot wear it anymore. And it's like, it's a way of the crystal being like, I done my work. I done my work. Please replace me. Please replace me. I have another one, but yeah, I love it very much. But usually these things happen when you work with people. Even I'm over here, like I'm in my country, I'm far away from you. But whoever watches my live stream, we all have energies. We all have energies. We all have our auras. So if I'm wearing something in front of a camera and it breaks, it's because it somehow is absorbing something that it comes from the people that are watching. So yeah, the crystal will take it and it will fall into pieces. Yeah, my obsidian jewelry also fell and cracked twice. It's like obsidian doesn't want to be worn. Yeah, I believe it. Maybe it's that. I believe maybe it's that, Fluffy, that they don't want to be worn. Maybe it's that. Yeah. Because I never had that sort of accidents with other crystals. So I also wonder, I was like, and you know, I bought obsidian because I remember I was doing a course, I don't know if it was like a therapy course that they made us sort of do like a meditation. And it was very spiritual because you had to sort of visualize that you were going somewhere and that there was someone welcoming you. And it was like an ancestor. And I remember there was this woman and she delivered to me in my visualization, she gave me something. And it was this ring or it was this rock. And it was a black rock. And I knew it wasn't a tourmaline because the tourmaline has stripes. It's very striped. It's not soft. But this one was black and soft. But usually I don't do very well with black stones. I know usually we Capricorn people, they say that we have to wear them. That is like our birthstone. I don't resonate with, like for example, for protection or for cleansing, I have this that I always have it here. This is a piece of a smoke quartz. A smoke quartz. This is a quartz as well. This is also for transmuting. So whenever I stop using the cards and I'm done, I always place on top of the decks to cleanse it. But yeah. I have obsidian, but I don't wear it. I will remember not to wear it. For me, I work better with crystals. I don't know why. I work better with crystals, with any kind of colors. Like it can be rose, it can be like a different kind of crystals. But I love crystal. Like I love the purity of the clear quartz. I think that the clear quartz is the safest option because it channels everything that you have and what it comes up from the exterior, you know. But yeah, with this Gemini season, guys, a lot of things are happening. Like here in my country, I'm noticing that there's a lot of content creators or these famous people online that they are getting into very serious problems. Like a lot of things of what I don't know if this is about them just making very nasty comments or just being awful online or just like, you know, maybe the audience also being like, you know, I don't resonate with what you're communicating anymore. I don't like the way you communicate. Like, I don't resonate with you anymore. I think that people are starting to also purge and being like, you know, I don't want to consume this that you offer anymore, because I feel like in your speech you are full of negativity or you are full of deceitment. You know, I see a lot of people being called out for what they promote, you know, and it's like, okay, what are you saying and why are you saying it online? like, you know, go journal, like do a journaling. Well, opal rings or earrings would just be missing by the end of the day or so. Oh, too much fire. Okay. Okay, I'm going to continue with Hyeri. These Gemini ladies are on fire today. Not today, this year probably. Are on fire. On fire. Yeah. Okay, for Hyeri, we start with the Hangman. 9 of Swords, the Queen of Swords in the middle, the Hermit, Knight of Pentacles, and then Ten of Swords, Destruction. A lot of swords, very heavy. She's very much in her mind. I think that this woman needs a break. I think that she should stay away from maybe posting or media in general. And I know Hyeri. I don't remember. Is it Lee Hyeri? I forgot to put her. Thank you, Fluffy. I forgot to put her last name. Is it Lee Hyeri? Yeah, the actress. I think that. Do you see this? Like, I honestly think that she's going through this sort of mourning process. She's also feeling very overwhelmed. She probably is still hung up on this guy or this relationship and what it meant for her. It's like she cannot stop thinking. Or probably there's something about her not being able to stop talking about it. Like, I don't mean like talking online. I think that she cannot stop talking about it, or to her friends, for example, or to her family. And it's like, yeah, we get it. Like, you are hurt. You are in pain. But it's like, you know, like there's no need to keep mentioning the guy or the situation. But I think that for her it's very hard to move on. It's very hard to move on. And she probably is doing a lot of things because, and this is funny because I have been watching her YouTube channel. You know, she's interviewing other actors, and she interviewed even, the first guest that she had, I believe it was Jisoo. And I love her her program. Like, I love her videos, the way she interviews, the way she laughs. She's so entertaining. I love her so much. But I think that she comes here as this Queen of Swords. So I think that she very stubbornly, she's positioning herself in the spotlight. She's like, okay, I have to find a way to get out of my house, to stop doing what I'm doing, and I have to show that I'm brave, that I'm very good, I'm very professional at what I do, and I'm in control. So I will show up and I will talk and I will create content that it has to do with talking, with expressing, like, you know, and she's so good at it. She's so good at it. But I think that also, you know, the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles is sort of letting me know that she probably knows that she needs to take a break. Or probably she knows she has to stop talking and maybe listen to herself a bit more. Because it feels like she cannot be quiet. She has this need to say it all. This compulsive need to express it all with information. That probably people are like, but we never ask you about this. Why? You know, but it's her own pain. She's processing her own pain. It's just that I think from the cards that I'm seeing here, is like I would advise you, Hyeri, to lay low. Because definitely this business is not friendly. This is, I think that she probably tells a lot of people things. And maybe these are not the most trustworthy people. I think that people know her business. People know things about her. Like about, I don't know, whether how she was leaving the connection, like how she was transitioning this connection. I think that she's someone that she tells everyone, everything. Like you ask her and she tells you. And there's something about her just really trying to be on top of things. You know, the Queen of Swords is like, I'm strong, I'm in control, I'm intelligent, I'm fast, I react fast, I talk, and I bring clarity. Because it feels like she wants to, it's like, let me tell my story. I don't want others to talk about what happened. I want to be the one. Like, but it's like, you know, maybe you should leave it to rest for a bit. Maybe this year is not the year for you to, you know, because I feel like she's still, I don't know why I see that. I think that this is the guy. This is the ex. And I think that somehow she's sort of spying on him, or he's spying on her, but I think that he is still part of her life. Very much on the low. You know, like, okay, we're not talking, but I'm sort of still like following what you do and sending you messages through other people. Like I said, I believe I said this when I read for them or for the men. I believe I read for the actor, and I was like, you know, I can, or the dynamic. I believe I read and the dynamic of their connection and why it didn't work out. And I see that she wants to be alone, or maybe she wants to be, you know, connect with herself. But I think that he's still around. He's still around. And the Ten of Swords. You know, probably this year is all going to be very mental. You know, she's under her ex-boyfriend's company. I feel he has power over her. Yeah, because I sort of see her like, I want to be alone, you know, like I want, but it's like, it's so hard for her. This is why, you know, when I was reading this, I actually, like, I totally get it. Like, I think that we all can have our interpretations or opinions and be like, oh, she should get over the guy. Oh, no. But it's not easy. It's not easy. If you are not in her shoes, if you are not her, you cannot criticize why for her it's so hard to move on. Because even if she tries and she pulls on she's so smart. Like the woman knows everything. Like she knows, but she just cannot advance. She's stuck. She's stuck. And she's putting in front of the public this image of like, you know, I'm efficient, I'm professional, I'm strong, but inside she still has a lot to heal. And probably the best way it will be to go zero contact with this guy. And probably it's up to her. The Ten of Swords is like, you know, it's the final stage of suffering. You just have to make a decision. And probably that decision is she is in connection with him because, you know, like at the company, she probably needs to make a very strong decision and cut the pain. You know, like here the card says destruction. Like destroy it. Destroy, like start all over. Find a way. But begin with zero contact with this guy, because if she remains, it's going to be all suffering for her. It's like the scenes and whatever happened, it keeps replaying in her mind, and she's not doing very well mentally, even though she tries. Okay, I'm going to continue with 17 Hoshi. How is Hoshi doing? Did he lose something? All the cards of air, and that here the deck it says air, but actually it's the representation of swords, and it's very interesting because they are Asian, and usually the air element is represented by Asian people. Each suit, each element has different races, and now that I'm reading for them, I am getting mostly. Like when it's like the suits is the core cards, they are getting like the swords. So very intelligent. I just did a reading on him. His energy was very heavy. Yeah, because in the middle we have the Five of Cups. So I wonder what he's regretting. Like sort of what did he lose? You know. We start with the King of Wands, the Hierophant, the Five of Cups in the middle, Three of Pentacles, and the Temperance. So definitely, yeah, he's going, whatever he's going through, he's going to rise up. We have Daughter of Air, that it would be like the Page of Swords. So definitely he's going to be his Gemini self. He's going to learn something new or just work on his skills. He's going to start over. There's something, I think that there's a project. There's something, there's a decision of someone in power. I can see the company here. That he's very disappointed in that. Like probably someone of power sort of like manipulated something or sort of set certain boundaries and rules where it sort of it limits Hoshi's opportunities. Maybe I think it has to do with individual opportunities. So I think that he sees like, oh wow, like I feel like I lost something. Maybe he even started working on this. So he's like, oh, it's all over. I see that he's disappointed emotionally. He's like, you know, I really wanted this. You know, probably there's some changes in the company that 17 is under. There's some changes, and a CEO or someone made a decision that is sort of it cut his opportunities. But nevertheless, I think that he's going to recover. Is 17? I mean, I think it's very early in the year to be like, yeah, 17 is going to come back again, because they just. I believe they just had a comeback, but I think that they are going to they are keep working on something new. They are working still on something new. Well, maybe it's like a concert, maybe it's concerts or different presentations, but I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of the year they release something new. Because I see the guys very passionately working. Or if it's not the entire group, maybe it's Hoshi with other members, like a sub-unit. But this is going to give a lot of healing to Hoshi, and he had his hopes up, for something individual. Maybe he was like, oh, I really wanted this. But he's a bit disappointed. I think that but this that he's going to do with the members is going to lift him up. It's going to heal him. It's like, okay, I didn't get what I wanted, but nevertheless, I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep showing myself. So yeah. Did he have a lot of say in their choreo? It seems like they are limited now with Huna. Yeah, definitely. With yeah, I think that there could be a restriction. Yeah. Because then again he starts, with the Page of Swords. Again, he's studying all over, or it's not about studying. It's more like putting his ideas into practice. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually, I don't know, maybe he's in charge of the choreography. I don't know, maybe the fans know better. But I think that he's going to try again. He's like, I'm going to strike again. I'm going to try again. Okay, I didn't have luck this time, but I'm going to strike again. He's not going to give up. He's still, this year is not going to end before he releases the idea that he has. He has a very important project that he wants to launch, or that he wants to participate, and he wants to be like, I want to be mentioned, because it's my idea. It's my idea. I created it, so I want recognition. I don't see that he's that. I don't see Hoshi being someone that he's like, he wants recognition. I don't see him as being ambitious, not at all. But I think that he definitely puts a lot of mind, a lot of ideas, and a lot of movements in a lot of situations where there's some people that are supposed to be part of the creation, and they are always very lost. And probably he has one idea or two that it sort of helps to finalize the project, because otherwise they would be stuck forever and waiting for someone to give them a heads up, okay, let's do this. So he's like, I have another idea, and I want this to come true. He does, he creates the choreo. Okay. But yeah, don't worry. He's just disappointed. It's not sadness. It's more like, oh, look, the opportunity that I lost. I thought I had it. But he still has opportunities to come. He still is going to have work. Don't worry. He's still working. So this year is going to be very prosperous for him and 17. So don't worry. You were asking for the different. Wait. See if I have it here. The different ethnicities. No. Mm-hmm. For Earth, the core cards for Earth element, that it will be pentacles. We have white people. The race is white. Well, as I told you, Asian is for air, that it will be swords. And for water, we have water that is cups, is a suit of cups. We have indigenous people. And for fire, we have people of color. It would be Africa. Africa. Yeah, Africa. Yeah, this I always mistake this tarot deck. I believe it's called the elemental elemental tarot. No, it's like the new elemental tarot. If the key, one of the titles it says new, the new elemental tarot, something like that. It's Thoth based. Hey, Akira. Okay, for NCT tail. Very good for tail. A lot of work. He's working, and his results are going to pay off. Like his efforts are going to pay off. He's working. He's really like putting a lot of work. Very, very consistent. Yeah, so good. We have for tail, 9 of Cups, the Magician, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles again, so a lot of work. And we have the 6 of Pentacles again, Moon in Taurus, 6 of Pentacles. Because also here in this deck, you have the placements, the little moon, and we have Taurus here. So yeah, I think that there's something that I think that this success, honestly, is personal. Of course, we're reading for him individually, but I think that he got something that he wanted. You know, when I see this, the 9 of Cups and the Magician, he got something that he wanted. So he's so excited and satisfied. He got something that he wanted. He also got the card of success. So I think that he got a wish come true. Something happened. He got a news, or he got something, information of some sort, that something is on his favor. So probably there's something about him like sort of slowing down and being like, I will keep working, I will be consistent, I will adapt, I will sort of contribute to the stability of the group. But he's so, like, he's not anxious at all. He's not worried at all. He's not, like, he's doing his best. Like, I don't know if this hiatus sort of, like, helped him clear up his mind. Like, I don't remember reading for Tail in the past. I think I did because he is an NCT member, so. But there's something, I don't know if I ever read for him and I got that he was anxious about something, because honestly, now that I'm reading for him today, I think that there's something about him being like, yes, I got it. Yes, I'm so happy. Probably slowing down, probably having this hiatus, maybe it was very healing. In here, I don't see cards that let me know something about healing. It's more about having control over some decisions. So the magician is very mercurial. Is very intelligent at the same time. So I think that he probably was waiting for something to come out in his favor, or he was working on something, or he was waiting for something, and he's like, I got it. So he's like, just chill. Maybe like you said, Fluffy, something about enlistment. Maybe it's that he applied for a specific place and he got what he wanted. Maybe this is his excitement. There's something about him. Yeah, I got it. I got what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So he's like so excited for the future. And he's so willing. It's like, okay, I will put the effort. I will do the work. Okay, I will adapt. Whatever you want me to do, I will do it. But yeah, it's going to be very successful. So, because it's sort of, it gives me a deja vu of when I read for Jimin. When I read for BTS before they enlisted, the members that remained. And I remember when I read for Jimin, there was also this very happy vibe of like, yes, I got it. Like when before I used to read for him and he was so anxious. Like the cards were like, this guy doesn't sleep, he's worried, he has nightmares. But then when I read for him before he enlisted and before people, like it was announced that he was going with JK, the cards were like, he's so happy because he's not going alone. Like there was something in the cards. So in here, I'm like, whatever decision they're about to release, that it has to do with Tail, is what he wanted. And I think that he was very active in getting this. It's like, it's like he got what he wanted. It's not that he was sort of being like, oh, what if I get this? No, he's like, this is what I want. This is what I want. Give me what I want. Like he is that powerful, I would say. Yes. I don't even know if he's going to enlist them because all the 41 is here. He should have one already, but maybe it was postponed because of his accident. But he's so full. I think that there's something that it makes him feel so confident is that things are happening his way. There's something about him getting what he wanted, and definitely in the future he's going to have a success. Maybe getting his solo, maybe, because success. I can see him also bringing money. Oh yeah, let's go, Tail. We rule for you. But his energy is so slow, his energy is like, he's so happy, but he's so chill at the same time. It's not like, he's like, yes, I got what I wanted. No, he's like, yeah, I got what I wanted. Okay, the last one is going to be Girls' Generation Yoona. Oh. My God, stop these women with the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, stop it. Stop overthinking, girls, stop overthinking. Okay, for Yoona, we start with the King of Cups, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Wall card, and Justice. And from the other deck, we have Father of Earth, that it would be like King of Pentacles. Was she in a relationship with someone recently? Because I think that someone, it's not that if they broke her heart, it's not about that, but it's causing a lot of problems. There's this King of Cups in here, and I think that this man is creating all of this. So I was like, okay, what happened? What happened with this man? Because she's like, so over it. It's like, I don't want your toxicity anymore. Let me be, let me go, like, bye. Like, finally, she's going to eventually move on, finally. But she is in the stage where she's so fed up of him. Like, oh, yeah, the Judgment. Yeah, it's like this man is her karma. This man is her karma. I don't know if this is like a past relationship or what, but this man is so insufferable. Is so annoying. It's so victim mentality that I think that it's like talking to her, and his speech is all about like, oh, me, what you did to me, and what you didn't give to me, and oh, no. And I think that at first she was supportive, but now she's like, I want nothing to do with you. Just get out. I don't want to hear you anymore. And also this person makes her feel guilty. The Judgment, literally. But it could be an ex. It could be an ex. But she's like, please stop talking to me. It's like everything that you bring is toxicity, and I cannot stand it. And he's so sensitive. He's so good with words that he just manipulates her. It's like, I cannot do this anymore with you. Thank God we have the World card and we have the Justice. So finally, she's going to move on. Like she's going to close a cycle, and she's going to get away from him. Because it's like she needs to reset her mind, because she's so tired of him. She's like, I had no idea you were this problematic. Like, you are no good. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually called the cops on this guy, asking for justice to get in the middle, because it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Yeah, in the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So there's something about her just wanting to be this very supportive person. It's like, yeah, I'm here for you. Yeah, I hear you. I try to resonate with what you're going through. But at the same time, it's like, I cannot help you. Like, fix your own problems. Like, I cannot. Maybe it could be a family member, someone that relies on her. But I don't know. I think that this man is so toxic. And also here with Father of Earth, the King of Pentacles, I think that this could be a new man. And of course, that if you see this, you will be like, oh, what is that? Like, this is a very old man for her. But, you have to think that this is like the representation of the King of Pentacles in this deck. But I think that there's like a new potential, a more stable and more present and also probably much more successful man coming into her life. Probably a new coaster. But someone that she starts businesses with. But someone that is very stable with his things, that is a bit serious, is a bit traditional, but is a good match for her. This is why, because I think that finally, there's something about with the World card and the Justice, is like the heavens or the universe is like, okay, Yoona, stop. You already learned what you had to learn with this individual, so you're finally going to be able to move on, and you're going to be able to bring balance into your life, a new chapter, much more healthy chapter, and there's going to be a new man coming up in your life. First, it can be about work, because we have Pentacles, but at the same time, the guy is also is doing very well in his career, is very stable, is very hardworking. It could be that the guy is also available, is single. So, you know, it could be a good match for her, definitely. Like, don't go for the unstable emotional guys. Don't go for those, Hyuna. Go for the more stable, even if it's a bit boring, but go for the earth signs. like don't go for the emotional ones, because those are a waste of time. Sorry, but for her, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's like karma. It's like, oh, why is this guy so annoying? It's all about him and his problems. Oh no. Grandpa next door. He needs to let her go. Yoona has others waiting. Yes, definitely. She has all that. But you know, maybe she has, like, you know, usually the women that are so beautiful and are so radiant, they usually, you know, she has a lot of admirers, but not a lot of them are actually like courageous enough to ask her out. You know, because she's so radiant and so outgoing, you know, they fear her. So this is why maybe someone a bit older, you know, not grandpa looking, but a bit much more mature. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I have to log into this class that I have today. I know it's Sunday, but it's like, it's not class, but it's like a presentation of a friend of mine that is going to launch her new tarot deck. Is it tarot deck? I don't think it's a tarot deck. It's an oracle that she created. And she's launching this on her, she's doing like a Zoom meeting, you know, so I'm going to attend it to show support. So yes, so thank you so much, guys, for being here. Take care. I know that usually we don't do this on Sunday, but it's because, you know, yesterday there were people still working upstairs. And probably if everything goes smooth and well, maybe next Wednesday you already are going to see me working upstairs, and I'm going to record the live upstairs, and I'm going to show you the place that is not going to be like full, like, you know, with things. It's just an empty room, but, you know, they're installing the floors and everything, so it's going to be very, very, that I can actually like work in there and be in there. So yeah, we'll probably see each other in there, and I will change a bit of locations. I love changes of locations. I think that me and all my live streams, I always like, it seems like once a year I'm changing locations. So yeah, for me it's all about change. You don't get to see a Capricorn doing this, but for me it's like, you know, this Jupiter is influencing me to expand and to, you know, it's not only expanding, it's like, oh yeah, let's expand. It's also to settle your bases, like your ground. You know, being like, okay, I move from this space to the other space because I want to be better, and I'm going to stay in there, but I want to be a bit better. You know, so I think that is still a very grounding decision. It's going towards the stability. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for the company. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.